My name is Bruce Barlow. I'm the wildlife biologist at the Gladwin Field Office. I basically am a habitat biologist. So my passions are upland game birds, and so my focus, especially here in Gladwin, is on young forest. So that's what upland game birds, namely woodcock and grouse, rely on for their life cycle, is young forest. And so here at the Gladwin Forest Management Unit, we have our number one cover type is aspen, and so aspen management is priority with me and with our foresters. And so through aspen management is how we get young forests, and then young forests help create habitat for the upland game birds that are my passion. So that's what I'm all about. So today the group is going to help enhance rabbit habitat, and brush piles are critical for rabbits because it gives them cover, it gives them a place where they can go in and raise their young without being predated on by predators. So it gives them some protection, some safety. What's happened is over the years the brush piles start to break down, right? So they need to be refreshed. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to refresh some of the brush piles that we created years ago, and we're gonna make them a higher quality habitat for rabbits. That's the goal here today. You know, the primary reason that we're doing the brush piles is for cottontail rabbits, but the reality is there's a whole litany of critters out there that'll utilize these brush piles. You got porcupines, you got squirrels, rough grouse will nest close to them. There'll be mice, there'll be places for foxes to den. You know, there's just a whole list of critters that will find the habitat that we're going to enhance today valuable for their life cycles. For me, aspen is like the perfect tree, right? So it's a very shade intolerant species. So when you manage for aspen, you have to clear cut, and that is controversial all over. I mean, people just do not like clear cuts. They're ugly. People are always claiming, oh, they've ruined the forest, they've destroyed the forest by these clear cuts. Well, aspen, you have to manage it that way, because if you went in and select cut aspen, it wouldn't regenerate. The trees that you left would eventually fall over and die, and then the aspen stand would now be converted to something else, red maple, less desirable species like choke cherry, you know, something not as desirable. And the good thing about aspen is not only is it good for the critters, it's also a commodity that's sold to mills. So it's got high value as far as the products you can make with aspen, you know, paper being one of them, OSB being another. There's a whole litany of products that come out of aspen management and aspen timber sales. So rabbit habitat projects are labor intensive, right? So we're going in, we're cutting brush, and we're piling brush, and so if you do it this time of year, what you don't have is you don't have leaves, right? There's no leaves. The other thing about it is there's no bugs, right? So if we've done these things in July, and I'll tell you, it's a completely different animal in July than it is today. So when we're working out here, yeah, it's a little chilly right now, but once we get exercising and we get moving around, you know, you're going to warm right up. I really appreciate the group coming out today. We've really been able to do some beneficial things here, and the habitat has been enhanced, and the rabbits are going to respond to this. And I really encourage all of you to come back and enjoy this resource that you're helping to enhance. You could come out and do some rabbit hunting, or just basically come out here and take a nature walk. You know, it's projects like this that really help. It helps get work done to help enhance the habitats that are here available for all of the citizens of Michigan. And again, thank you very much for coming out today and sacrificing your time and putting in this effort to help cottontail rabbits. Thank you.